Yeah, I think it was a exciting series for us. Obviously, nice to come back from 3-1 down and win. But yeah, I think we're ready to move on to the next team and this series right now.
Starting on the road and what's going to be a pretty intense building. You had that experience in Pittsburgh, but I think this place might be up a notch from that. What's that going to be like?
Yeah, it's a really loud building, but I think those first few games in Pittsburgh, it didn't go great for us first few on the road, but I think it was a learning experience for us. So, hopefully we adjust to that crowd a little earlier now in this series, and hopefully we can get one on the road here.
And you've played Carolina plenty this year, so you know what kind of style they play. Is there anything you guys need to maybe change from last round to this round when you're facing a team that's as aggressive in your face as the Hurricanes are?
Yeah, I think we know the style they want to play. They want to play uptight on you. Really want to capitalize on your mistakes and play down low. So I think just winning your battles is going to be huge, and getting the puck out when you can and trying to get your chances. It's the way they play it. You're going to have stretches in your D zone, but just keeping them to the outside and limiting their grade A's is going to be big for us.
What do you think getting through winning a 7-game series with all the challenges you faced, what do you think that means for you personally and for the team as you continue?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think it definitely gives us a bit of confidence to know we have the ability to, beat good teams. And, I think the way we did it too gives us confidence to know we're never out of a game. But I think, we want to definitely not put ourselves in those positions to dig ourselves out of holes. So I think we're definitely a confident group right now. I think we're, trusting each other and just trying to play good hockey and, you know, hope the rest takes care of itself.
And how about yourself? I mean, I'm sure you believe that you can handle it, but is there something to actually having to do it, go through the games and play the games?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely different than anything personally I've ever played the playoffs. It's every game's so intense. Every shift is you can't really have any lapses or anything like that, and every mistake is kind of amplified. So yeah, I think going through it and knowing that you could beat a good team, I think it definitely gives you confidence. And yeah, just want to keep that going into the series.
Adam, on that note, we know you're still a young guy, but there's guys on the team that are even younger than you, less experienced than you. What have you made of guys like Keandre or Alexi? Like, what have you made of how they've handled the playoffs so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think we still definitely have a pretty young group here, and but I think it also might help us. I think we're an energetic group. I think maybe sometimes we don't know any better that the way we've won games we maybe shouldn't have. But yeah, I mean those guys you mentioned, Key, I mean Laugh, Capo, Phil. I mean they've been great for us. It doesn't seem like the moment's too big for them, and so yeah, I mean obviously in the playoffs you're gonna need contributions from everyone regardless of age or experience. So for them to be playing really well is obviously huge for us.
Adam, what's different about the challenge that the Hurricanes present than what the Penguins did, especially with the way, they attack defensemen and force you to turn?
Yeah, they definitely, like we mentioned, play an aggressive style. I don't think it's a team you're going to want to be digging yourself a hole against with the way they play. It's they swarm you and try and keep you from getting much in their zone. So I think it's going to be important for us to capitalize on opportunities that we might get. And but yeah, it's a little different style, but at the same time, I mean you're playing good teams at this time of the year, so you're gonna have to bring your best. And but yeah, I think they definitely play a style that is on top of you. So especially when you're in their zone, winning your battles is huge for us, and will probably be the difference.
Yeah, I'm sorry if this was asked at the start, but is there anything specific you learned about playoff hockey through that first round series that you can take into this series? And how quickly in that series did it take to feel like, quote unquote, just, normal hockey for you rather than, the hype of a playoff series?
I think everyone right from the start, I mean, upped their intensity. I think being at home obviously helped us a bit to feed off that crowd energy right from the start. And, I mentioned it earlier, but I think we've, hopefully adjusted to being on the road. Obviously, that's a little different atmosphere for everyone being on the road in the playoffs, but I think we kind of understand how we have to play in those situations. But yeah, I think as a team we've done a good job adjusting to the intensity. I think I mentioned earlier too, but every little mistake and every little thing is amplified. So attention to details is that much more important. So I think we've done a good job of adjusting to that from regular season to playoffs.
Was there anything specifically for you, not the team?
No, I mean, I think, like I mentioned earlier, I think it's just a different level of intensity. I think, every game is so much more important. You can't really have any lapses or, like we saw in round one, teams are going to capitalize if you have any, little miscue or any breakdown. So I think just understanding that and understanding how important every shift is the one thing for me.
One thing I wanted to ask you before the series, you had said one of the differences is you've never played in a series, right?
Mhm.
So did you notice that there were adjustments you needed to make kind of game by game because they knew you so well and it was more of a mind game than a physical game or not necessarily?
Yeah, I think a little bit. I think, it's tough to say because they're making adjustments too, which makes you have to, adjust to their adjustments. So it's kind of a back and forth. But yeah, it's definitely a mind game. I mean, once you're playing a team so much, you're seeing tendencies a little more. I think we've played these teams a lot. We kind of know what they're about. And but yeah, I think throughout a series, teams make adjustments, and then you got to make adjustments. So yeah, I think a little bit of it comes down to those mental aspects too.
Same thing, sorry, it was asked before, but is there anything to being viewed as the underdogs? Is there, could you play a little bit lighter, a little less pressure? Is there anything to that concept?
Yeah, I think definitely. I think certainly, people weren't expecting us to, maybe get this far or, have a shot against this team. But like I said earlier, we're a confident group. I think, definitely when the pressure's not on you to win, I guess you could play a little more loose. I don't know if loose is the right word, but I think we trust ourselves. I think we've said it all year. The belief in that locker room is high, and it's not really for us to care what outside people think about our chances. But I think we know what we're capable of, and we're just going to try to go out there and show it.
Hey, was there any feedback from your family on what it was like to watch you in a Ranger uniform at Madison Square Garden playing in a Ranger playoff game? I'm assuming they had been to Ranger playoff games before.
Yeah, they definitely been to Ranger playoff games. I think my dad was saying he couldn't even enjoy that last game because of the nerves of everything. And so I think it was definitely fun for them, but at the same time, I don't know how much fun it was watching a Game 7 overtime, with their kid on the ice. But I guess that goes for any parent. But yeah, I mean, to be on the ice and have them, obviously at a playoff series watching me, it's special, and I'm really glad that they're able to come to the games and watch me for sure.